Okay, today I thought we'd do a video on something I started about 20 years ago. It's Dreams I'll Never See by Molly Hatchet, a cover of the Allman Brothers' Dreams I'll Never See. A great tune to play, an absolute gem. The first solo, well, the solos run together, but the first guitarist, the solo is a little bit more melodic and easier, slightly easier. The other one is a little more challenging, so it makes a good song to practice and play and try to build up your chops. And it's just got a nice slow vibe to it, a very easy song to play. So the first video I will do is the song, basically the rest of the song and the first part of the solo, and then the second part, the second video I'll do a follow-up that covers the second part of the solo. So the first part of the song is based on a G chord. Only we're not going to use the whole G, we're just going to play these two notes. And I'm going to finger them with my ring and pinky, because sometimes when I do this way, when I go to the D part, the ball of my my middle finger mutes that string, and that doesn't make for a nice sound. There's only two strings. So plus the fact later I'm going to strum the whole chord anyway. So then that shape is based on a D. The D is this, basically that C shape that we slide up 2 frets. However, we get that Sugar Mountain chord because of the open G sound, which is not the sound. So we have to make that C shape with these 3 fingers here and bar it. If that's too hard, and it's not that easy, I'd probably go to the D and just hit those 3 middle strings there, or the second, third, and fourth. So let's just go. So I'll show you the pattern of that, and then the other guitarist starts out with they finger that string, I don't know why, and then they play the harmonics on the 12th fret, the D to the D, and you'll figure that out with the song. So the strumming pattern has 2 parts. It's a part on the G and then a part on the D. So both of the strumming patterns are the exact same. What you have to do is you have to put the pattern is the exact same and you string them together. So we start the G with a strum and we end it with a strum. The tricky thing is that when we go from the G to the D, there's no chunka, no muted strings. So it's G, chugga, G, chugga, chugga, G, chugga, then we went to the D. Chugga, G, chugga, G, D, chugga, D, chugga. I'm going slow and I'm forgetting it. So the 2 chuggas, best thing is there's a chugga, then a chugga chugga, then a chugga. If you remember that part, then you should be able to figure out. takes a little work. Like I said, if you wanted to do that one, I don't think it's right, but it'll work. Then a second guitar comes in and does this part. Then the G power chord. So when we hammer that tonic there, it gives us time to move our hands up. And I had heard a gritty chord there when I first did it. I thought it was that. This chord, what they call the Hendrix chord, is gritty because it has basically a major third and a minor third. Well, they don't call it that. They call it, 13th or 11th or something like that. But essentially it's a minor and a major third in the same chord. And you can hear that dissonant sound. So I heard dissonance, but I looked at another guy, and boy, I wish I could remember his name. There was like 3 words in one on his username, and he showed this, a unison bend. And when I first heard it, I thought he was nuts. And then I gave it a second thought, and I think he's correct. I also think there might be something like this going on. There is a strat in there, and it sounds like it might be doing that too. Maybe that's why I thought. So, hung up on dreams I'll never see. Chug up. And then back to this. Come on. Okay, so let's get to the first solo. I want to say it's Duane. I think it's Duane, but I can't be certain. I don't know them as well. There is a theme to this, the first part of the solo. And there it is. So we're sliding from the 9th to 7th and 9th. And that's repeated a lot. So I would say a theme in a solo would be a phrase of notes that gets repeated for dramatic effect, and it's just not a coincidence. It's done on purpose to lend some cohesion to the solo. So you'll see. Five times he goes to that well for great effect. 5 different spots and more. Try to get more punch. It's tempting to hurry through that phrase, don't. That's nice. Now there's a little variation on that theme. two again. Ah, sorry. Same lick as before. String jump to the 14th on the B string. I like using the index finger because it's only half note bend. Repeat of the start of the solo. So at some point you have to flatten your finger against the B and the G string because the pull-off section is coming. Right there I'll do it. When I put that finger down and put that finger up, the index finger, and bar those two. So I think there's a play on the D chord, because this would be the D. There's a bar section. There's a D sus2, and that's the 5th. So starting on the G string, no, starting on the B string. Just the two strings there, but if you keep your finger on that one, you can hit all three of them. It's not so bad either. Look, if you do a bad job barring that, you don't get that. That is a great little melodic piece there. So in the second time through, no, sorry, it's. So if you can't see, if the camera's not so good, it's pull off on the with your middle finger, hit that G string and the B string, and back to the theme. And then slide into that note. Same guitarist. I didn't realize that till I saw the video. And that's it for that part. Let's then take a break and then cover the second half of the solo in another video. Thanks for watching.